Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Demon and I'm back with another video. And in today's video I want to talk to you guys about Koloko because impact on the court for the Raptors preseason has been very good. And I'll just talk about it in today's video and what he can do better and what I think his ceiling is as a player. And yeah, for Koloko in his last preseason game versus the Rockets, this guy basically got you 4 blocks. Though the Raptors are playing a little bit horrible, but Koloko is a very great bright spot in the game. But though he got a couple fouls, I think Koloko played pretty much well. Then in the next game against the Boston Celtics, Koloko scored 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists as he got 13 minutes of play that evening. Koloko showed many great sides in that game as he was shooting a mid-range jump shot and basically just blocking shots whenever it came to him. Like Koloko is a very good rim protector. Many aspects in the game as a rim protector, you basically tend to foul a lot. Like for example, I see Koloko when he tries to block, he basically goes up and then basically he kind of leans into the defender, which is what all shot blockers do when they're starting to learn how to block shots. Like Chris Boucher, he does that often, but it will come within times when he learns how to be an elite shot blocker like Miles Turner or even Chris Boucher, as he's basically an okay shot blocker at the time. Koloko, he's not scared to shoot a jump shot. I know in Summer League and in the NBA season, he will shoot a jump shot, whether it's a midi or a pull-up. Koloko shows signs of jump shooting because he always wants to get better as a player and how the NBA play. If you're a center, you have to be able to shoot the ball. If you can't shoot the ball and you're inside center, like for example, like Rudy Gobert, you'll basically get dominated. But Koloko, I basically see him being an all-rookie type player. Like Koloko, for what he's drafted at 33, is very low in the draft, but he can basically show that he can steal the draft by basically getting more play time, getting more reps, and having more of a role in this Raptors roster because, like for example, I'll compare him to a rookie like Herb Jones. Many people thought, oh, he was drafted in the second round, he can't make an impact. But look at the impact this guy's made. This guy is basically already in the starting lineup. Like, he's playing alongside players like Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson. Like, he's a very key defender, and then you have guys like Dyson Daniels adding on to their team, for example. This Pelicans team is going to look even scarier, but that's just another thing about Koloko, the main topic of discussion. Yeah, but Koloko, he can basically be an all-rookie third team if he keeps making an impact because Koloko, he's very active. He can guard up on guards. He can play defense. He can basically do everything you want in a center, and he's basically like a Rudy Gobert, basically, or a Clint Capella. He can just get his shooting up to par and basically just shoot about 1 or 2 threes a game. It'll be over for the NBA because you have guys like Precious Chua and even Chris Boucher who can stretch the floor out for you, and then you have Ken Birch, who's basically like a good roller. And yeah, Koloko is a good shot blocker. The Raptors front court rotation is looking really nice, and then you have players like Otto Porter and Thaddeus Young basically just to be veterans off that bench with Ken Birch as well. But Koloko, he can be an all-rookie third team if he really wants to, or an all-rookie type player if he keeps playing like this. If Koloko can get you about 10 to 15 minutes a night, get about 5 or 10 points, that's basically not even that bad because the Raptors bench, they just need bench help. You have now Otto Porter, you have him, you have Ken Birch, you have Chris Boucher, you have Precious Chua, you have many assets off that bench that can add to the bench points because the Raptors starters, they have one of the best starting fives in the NBA as they almost get you about 90 points per game. You basically just need about even 40 to 50 points at that bench and basically the ball game is over, or even 60 at the most. And the basically the Raptors, they have the ball game almost every time they play elite defense, and they basically hold a three-point shot down to their opponent to a minimum, and they basically play the way they play, and basically that's pretty much it. But that's all I gotta say in Koloko. Like, though he fouls a lot, and basically that's the only thing I can say that's a weakness, and he can't really shoot a 3-ball a lot. That's basically a weakness too. But I think the Raptors development, they can fix that, whether it's him getting up more reps and playing time, or even playing with him in the G League with the 905. There's many things the Raptors can do with his development, because the Raptors, they have one of the best development staffs in the organization, and they have a good front office, and coaches like Nick Nurse, Rico Hines, and many more. And Koloko, he'll basically just develop over time, and basically he'll be a steal in this draft. Like, look at players, for example, like Delano Banton. He's already coming into form, and he's already in his second year already. And he basically might be a backup point guard for his Raptors team. Like, the Raptors basically are 2 years away from contention. And when the Raptors go to contention mode again, the whole NBA is going to follow them. Why? Because they drafted many young players, and they stay young. Like, yes, it was good to trade DeMar DeRozan and then getting Kawhi Leonard, but then when he left, many people were like, oh, what would the Raptors do now? What they did is they kept their core and stayed young at the same time, because the Raptors, they have many great assets to basically, they have now and Gary Trent Jr. on an expiring deal, and you have OG basically as well, because I think he's up for a contract extension soon. And then you have Precious Chua, who basically a good player who can have for a cheap price. So the Raptors have many assets, but Christian Koloko at the topic of discussion. If the Raptors want to go young or even stay how they are now, they basically can just go with Christian Koloko and ride with Christian Koloko off that bench. So Christian Koloko is a very good player, and the Raptors, they lack rim protection, and they're about the bottom 20 or bottom 15 in the league in rim protection. And he can basically just solve the Raptors' issue they had for a long time in finding a rim protector. But yeah, Christian Koloko has had very great bright spots in this game, and even in the game against the Utah Jazz too. Let me talk about the Utah Jazz game. And yeah, even in the first game for Christian Koloko, he got you about 7 points, 3 rebounds, and a couple of blocks. So I think Christian Koloko can be a very good asset for this team because he can block shots for you, he can play defense, he can guard 1 through 5, and he's basically a 7-foot player that's basically has like a skinny body build and can basically just have to put on more muscle. And he'll do that over time within next season. And next season, I think Christian Koloko, don't be surprised if he becomes a good shot blocker in the NBA. But even in college, he's a good shot blocker that they average close to about 2 to 3 blocks per game. So it's nothing new. But like I said, Christian Koloko's footwork is very tremendous. He has a very great position of the ball. And that's pretty much it on my thoughts on Christian Koloko and why he can possibly make an all-rookie team, and why he's a good asset and add to this Raptors team. And it's your boy Demi. Please subscribe because a good 88% of you are not subscribed, and I want to grow the channel each and every day. And it's your boy Demi. I'm signing out. Have a great best day, y'all. I hope you are doing good things in life, and I am out. Peace.